What is up, guys? I'm Miss Mercedes with a dash, and I'm back with another video, and I'm back with another video, aka story time. You see the setting, you know the vibes. I got the pillows. I even pulled out the robe for today, okay? Because I really want y'all to feel like we having a sleepover right now, okay? Now, I just want y'all to be happy that I didn't bring out the blanket, because I thought about it. I said, no, we'll just do the robe for today, okay? So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a return subscriber, thank you, appreciate you. Can't do it without you, and without you, I can't do none of this. None of this. None of this. So we're gonna get into a story time, and I just want you guys to be open-minded and be like, you know, considerate and stuff like that, and understand that everything is not what we think it is, and like there's a lot of deeper meanings to things than we be knowing. Like we just be oblivious to a lot until it gets interpreted by a professional, and then you just like. So I'm just gonna start out with the story, and then I'll get into the explanation of why I say that it has traumatized me, because when I tell y'all the story, it's probably not gonna make sense. So I just have to, you know, give y'all the pieces. The first piece is the story, the second piece is the explanation. So let me get started. It was a long summer's day. It was a cold, no, I'm playing. But it was, honestly, this is so far back that I don't even remember how the day was. I just remember that I was at home. For the most part, I know that I was at home. I don't know if I had school this day. I don't know if this was a weekend, a weekday. None of that. All I know is I was in middle school at the time, and I was home by myself. So I was in middle school. My mom was at work, and I was just at the crib, just chilling, you know. So, you know, I'm at the crib, chilling, minding my business, how I do, because I'm at my crib. I'm in my house. The only thing I need to be doing at my house is eating everything in the fridge and watching TV and being laid up, chilling. So that's what I was doing. Wrong, I wasn't doing that. I think I actually just had finished cleaning. From what I can recall, I had just finished cleaning, and I was in my room watching TV. And as I'm in my room watching TV, I hear somebody at the door, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just hear somebody at the door, or am I tripping? Like, I know I got good ears, but am I hearing stuff, or did I really hear somebody at the door? So I hear knock, 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 and I come to the door, and they're like, maintenance, and I'm like, maintenance? No. So I grab the phone, I grab the phone, I call my mom. She don't pick up. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, because if y'all had a mama like me, then you already know. Your mama said,
I don't care who's knocking at the door. They could break it down for all I care. You don't open that door.
To the point my mom told me at one time, she said,
I don't care if it's Jesus Christ himself knocking at that door. You don't open that door unless I tell you to, or it's me, myself, and I in the flesh.
I said, Lord, not Jesus. I'm looking like, so you really wouldn't want me to open the door if Jesus was at the door? I don't know. But then again, you know, Jesus' work type different. So it's like, obey your parents. So yeah, if I listen, then probably God will bless me, right? Right. I'm down with G-O-D. Yeah, you know me. So my mom didn't answer the phone. And I'm like, well, last time I checked, my mom said don't open this door for nobody. So I'm not opening the door, right? But see, I wasn't a regular teenager. And I'm not a regular person, so my brain moves 10 times quicker than like a lot of people would think. So as I'm at the door, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna open the door. But then I'm like, well, if I don't, he will, because he's maintenance. Maintenance got the key. He gonna let himself in. So I'm like, okay, you have two options here. You got two options. You can either just let him in, let him do what he gotta do, or you can let himself enter, right? But I was conflicted because the way our door was made at this particular apartment was, we had two locks, whatever, right? And then there was another one that they call, I believe it's called a deadbolt lock. So really it's 3 locks, right? But from the outside you see 2. On the inside you see 3. So the third one you lock it, but won't nobody know from the outside unless they know the door, if that makes sense. So I'm like, right about now you got all 3 locked. If he try to open this door, he's not going to be able to because all 3 are locked. And I'm thinking with my on edge behind, with my paranoid self that watch too many movies, watch too many shows and all this CSI stuff in my head, I'm like, what if he sees that he can't open it and he knows that the third one is locked, but he realized he was knocking on the door and then nobody answered. So does that mean that somebody's in trouble? So what if he feel like he gotta call the police? Like then the police gonna come knocking on the door and then I'm be in trouble. I think my mama gonna be in trouble because I don't think I'm supposed to be here by myself at this age. I'm thinking all these things, y'all. I'm thinking all these things and I'm like, you know what? I feel like the safest thing to do is to just let this man come in here with himself. He let himself in, right? So as I hear him putting the key in the door to unlock it, I'm at the third one and I'm like this, unlocking it, right? And I'm hoping as he turns his and I turn mine that he don't hear and he don't peep that it's somebody inside, right? So as I do that, he goes to the second one. I run to my room. Boom. I go under the bed, I hide, and I had a phone next to me. Mind you, the phone is on silent. The phone is on silent, okay? Because I know he probably, not that I know, but I'm assuming to myself, if he hear the phone under the bed, is he gonna look under the bed? Like, I don't want him to know that anybody is here. You know, like I feel like I have to save my face. I gotta save my mama's face. So I'm just like, yeah, this the plan we're gonna go with and that's what we're gonna stick with. So boom, I'm under the bed, I'm hiding. He comes in and he says again, he's like, hello, maintenance. Hello, maintenance. Crickets. So he comes in, he does what he has to do. I believe he went to my mom's room. I think he was in my mom's bathroom. I guess he had to fix something. I don't know what he had to do. I don't know. I'm just here waiting on him to leave, okay? As I'm under the bed, my mom gonna call me and I'm looking like, Mom, I wish you picked up earlier. Like, I don't know if I should let him in or not. Like, I'm freaking out, you know? So now he finishes, he leaves, and I hear him lock the door. So as he leave, he go lock the door. I come right from under the bed. I go to the door, I'm looking in the peephole. I see he leaves, and I bet, boom, third lock. So now I call my mom back. I'm like, yeah, Mom, maintenance was here. And she's like, oh, you let them in? I'm like, that's why I was calling you. I didn't know if I should or shouldn't. So I just hid under the bed. And she's like, oh, no, you didn't have to do that. And I'm just looking like. So I was freaked out for nothing. So, okay, cool. All right, whatever. That's the story. So now, as I grew up and as I became older, I did this thing where I don't sleep with the door open. It either gotta be cracked, like the slightest crack, or it just gotta be closed, right? And then it became a thing of, I need all the doors in the house closed at all times. Like, I don't care. Like, right now, my room door is open, the closet door is open, my bathroom door is closed. But that's because I realized what the problem was, and I'm working on it. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying to make it okay for myself. Like, I'm trying to convince my brain, like, you don't have to have the door closed. It's okay. To keep it 1,000 with y'all, at nighttime, I don't play that. These doors gotta be closed at nighttime. Cause all I see is a black oblivion, and I don't like that. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm gonna tell y'all, as a grown-ass woman, a grown-ass adult, I still don't like the dark. I am still worried in the dark, okay? I'm not gonna say I'm scared, but I am a little worried. I'm a little terrified, okay? So, fast forward to when I was in college, and I went to therapy, and I was telling the lady how I got a problem with my boyfriend not closing all the doors. I'm like, bro, like, I hate it. Like, it's like, it what's the word they said in this show? It grinds my gears. I'm like, it's like, I can't take it, right? So she's like, but why do you want the door closed? I'm like, cause I don't like it. I want the door closed. She's like, you don't think something happened in your childhood? What happened? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, okay, well, can you remember the last time that you had the door open or whatever, or when it started? And I said, you know what? It actually started with cracking the door, and then slowly but surely I wanted them closed. But before that, I remember this event, which is the story I just told y'all. You know what this lady told me? She said, as a teenager, you don't realize it, but that was a very traumatic experience for you. I said, huh, who would have thought? She said, now let me explain to you why it was traumatizing, right? So you have someone entering your home that you don't know. Okay, makes sense. And now you know that regardless of the fact, they're going to come in. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And she's like, and you have no control over it. I'm like, lady, you're good. You're good. So, long story short, what I'm doing as I'm getting older is that I'm using like a coping mechanism, a defense mechanism, when I close the doors. Me closing the doors makes me feel safe. To sum it up, it makes me feel safe. It makes me feel like I have control of the situation. Like, I know what's on this side and what's on that side. Like, that's how she explained it. And I was just like, wow. Just like, wow. Like, wow, it makes a lot of sense. I get it now. So how can I get over this? Like, how can I, you know what I'm saying? And she pretty much said, like, you know, just start off small. Start off with one door. And then do 2 doors, and then, you know what I'm saying? So it's all right, cool. Let's try like the bathroom door, and then let's try the bedroom door, and then let's try the closet door. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that I want all, you know, I'm okay with all these doors open at all times, because I am not. But I can tell y'all it's better. Okay, it's better. I kind of, you know, I'm not as like, I need it closed, you know. It's like, okay, cool, it's open. Like, I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, you know what I'm saying? But it's very interesting to see how things that we don't think anything of are actually like, it's so much deeper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I wonder who else can relate to like having to stay home by themselves, and like, you know, their parents tell them, don't open the door for nobody, I don't care, You just have to be inside like, shh, like quiet, like you don't know nothing. I thank you guys for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all when I see y'all in the next video, in the next story time, in the next challenge, in the next whatever Mercy got to give y'all. Peace.
Look, I'm a killer, a born sinner. I know gorillas, they squeeze bananas, but he beats for dinner. That's an oxymoron. I stopped messing with some niggas morons.